Hello, loves. Welcome to the Owl Upstairs Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so very grateful that Spirit has brought you to this video for these beautiful messages. Today we are asking Spirit for guidance and for the energy forecast for March 2024 and what to anticipate this month. There's a lot of energies this month going around, and I know Spirit always will lead us towards the light and the very best information that serves us. So I'm seeing this is card number 1, this is card number 2, and we're asking now card number 3. Please, Spirit, this one right here. You know what? I'm seeing 4 cards, so we're just going to honor that. So this month we will have 4. So let's see. Pile number 1 is going to be the medallion. Pile number 2 is the bridge. Pile number 3, we have the warrior. And pile number 4 is Eros. All right, so take a moment and tune in to which card you feel like most resonates with you, and I will include timestamps in the description box below. You can skip ahead to the pile that you most feel drawn to, and I will see you in those readings. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn here to the card of the medallion. And today we are asking Spirit for messages and guidance and information about March and what the energies look like and anything else that they want to share with you about the vibe of March. So let's begin by drawing a couple more cards, but first, as I tune into this, I do feel like this is a gift of sorts. There's something in the center. This could be the heart center, but it's also like the center or the essence of something that holds a lot of value. I don't know if you see it yet, because it feels like I'm on the cusp of something. The cusp of greatness is what I'm hearing. This almost feels like an award or an amulet for all of the hard work that you've done, pile number 1. It feels very grounded. I do feel very connected in my center when I look at this card, but there is a pull to the root chakra as well. So that to me makes me feel like maybe material realm things or very practical 3D things. But let's draw some more cards and ask Spirit for the very best information for you for pile number 1 about your March and just what to expect, or maybe more information about this gift that I feel like March is bringing to you. All right, let's see that one. Inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay, so when we talked about the heart just a minute ago, I do feel like there is a gift residing in your center. This cosmic stairwell is very interesting. Perhaps some of you are doing a lot more meditating or traveling, or maybe you're going to be handed a piece of information from Spirit this month. These blue crystals are very interesting. Perhaps even heart and throat chakra openings. Let's draw another one from the Archangel Michael deck. Archangel Michael, could you kindly share the very best message information for pile number 1 that you would like? Thank you so much. All right, so all is in perfect timing. And look at this. Wow, look at this portal. I love it. And embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. I feel like this is a big gift for you, pile number 1. This is a very big gift. Okay, so let me take a deep breath and feel into this. I'm hearing the doors are wide open. Okay, so I think you've been exploring some different opportunities, pile number one. And I think your perspective, if it's not already been shifted or has changed in regards to something, it's going to be. And it's going to be because I think your heart is expanding and opening and you're moving into higher levels of consciousness. And I think also really tuning into what is aligned with you and your truth versus maybe things that you've learned through trial and error. I feel like this is just such a big win. This is at the time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. This almost feels like if you are searching or seeking for guidance, Spirit's telling you that the guidance and the pathway is wide open for you to connect. The reason why I feel like it's an internal guidance system is because of all the stars and being connected to the cosmos. This Zen garden. Yeah, this makes me feel like finding peace within is going to help you to see these gifts and to find the open doors in front of you. Embrace your life purpose. I'm hearing you going the distance. So some of you could be like athletes and getting an award or recognition, or maybe this is an award or achievement for something that you've completed in the physical realm with work, or you've been looking for a new opportunity. March is the month that it's going to present itself to you. If you have any concerns about whether or not this is the right option, because I do feel like we're in the dark, tuning into your heart and your intuition is going to be how you know if it's the right choice for you or not. Whatever makes your heart happy is what you're meant to be doing. So if you have any reservations, again, tune into Spirit by going within, meditating, and also, I'm not sure why this came to my mind, but asking right before you go to bed for Spirit to guide you in the dream time towards your answers and to help you remember them when you wake up. Or maybe keep a dream journal next to your bed to write down the different messages that you get in your dreams so that you can reflect upon them during the day. Let's draw one more card. Spirit, could you kindly share pile number one, the very best card from this deck that would best serve them for March? Thank you. Okay, so we have chest, mercy, abundance, gratitude, and big ideas. I think if some of you, if you have been waiting for an opportunity, or if you've been waiting and searching and looking for something too, I think you're going to have this insight, this download, this expansive perspective this month. And if this is this, well, it's going to be lucky as well with Jupiter and the luck. You'll be able to see it very clearly, is what I'm hearing. The eagle also makes me think of seeing things from a higher perspective. And so when we go into meditation, or if we're in our dreams, we're able to sometimes see things through a different lens that we can't always see when we are in the normal perspective of our everyday, like day-to-day activities. It's like our human sides can sometimes block our view of what truth is within ourselves. This also makes me feel like the Emperor. So stability and strength, loyalty as well. I think some of you are going to be ignited with passion to be able to pursue what dreams that you have with a lot of power and tenacity. So perhaps This is your golden ticket, your big idea, pile number one, that you've maybe been searching for, looking for. Maybe you know something's coming, you just didn't know what kind of transformations were on their way. I think this month, pile one, you get that insight, that download, that aha moment. And the doors are open then for you to take those next steps forward. So if you are not really sure where you're going as far as what's the best path forward for you, this month you'll know. You'll get that insight and you'll know this is going to be the best for me and my highest good. Let's go ahead and draw some tarot cards just for additional messages and guidance from Spirit for you, pile number one, on guidance, messages, information, insights for March 2024, Spirit, for pile number one. There's a lot of energy here, pile one. Okay, I see this one, these two, this one, and this one. Okay. So we have the Empress. Yay! Okay, so we talked about abundance and being able to nurture and take care of things, new ideas. Wow, and the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the World card and the Two of Swords. Let me just censor this card real quick so that YouTube does not take my video down. Alrighty. Okay. So pile number one, I do feel like, yes, you're going to get that insight that's going to be able to allow you to open up to very creative opportunities. It's like you're not only able to nurture and take care of something, but it's like you also reap the rewards. So some of you might be getting that recognition or something that's very valuable to you, but then also value is, it depends on your perspective of what you consider valuable. So sometimes knowledge can be valuable, sometimes it can be the physical and the practical things, sometimes it could be emotional wisdom. This could also be something that is like a family heirloom with these pentacles and this medallions. Like maybe you're holding on to something that you've received through your family lineage or something like that. Or perhaps some of you are actually having children this month. It will vary depending on the individual. However, I do feel like this is going to be very, very emotionally fulfilling. Materially, it will be fulfilling, and it's going to allow you to carry power throughout your family line. Perhaps it's also you stepping into your power and doing something that really resonates with you on a heart level that completes a cycle or a journey, which then opens new doors. And again, with the Two of Swords, this just makes me feel like there's confirmations on like we didn't really know which way to go. There's two heads here, there's two ladies here, there's two people here, and it's like I don't really know which way to go. But this month I feel very strongly you will know which way to go. The doors will be open. You'll be able to step forward into this new, and this cycle will be completed. This does feel like it's more about the material realm, the earthly realm, practical things. So to me, this is like getting a new job or, you know, closing on a home or, you know, things where we're like doing cycles within the day-to-day of our physical reality. This is very big, pile number one. This is very exciting. So I'm happy that I think this will also bring you some peace. I feel like this has been probably stressful to try to decide, you know, which way do I go? How do I know? Just with a little bit of the confusion and just like not knowing which way, but know that This is going to bring a lot more energy into your life, a lot more passion, a lot more excitement. And with the grounded energy, I feel like it's going to allow you to have more creative energies flow through you. Things will feel a lot more open and expansive. You'll be able to run free and just really enjoy life. I feel like you get some form of pleasure and enjoyment and in your day-to-day life that is maybe not been as prevalent as maybe it once was. I think that that's an aspect that's going to come back to your day-to-day. Alrighty, pile number 1, this was your reading for March. I would love to hear from you in the comments below about what it is you're calling in. If you feel called to share or hit that like or subscribe button, I would love for you to be a part of this community and to connect with a beautiful soul like yourself. So pile number 1, have a wonderful day. We will talk soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. You're drawn here to the card of the bridge. When I was tuning into your energy and to this card for the month of March, I heard that you get by with a little help from your friends. So that song, I think it's a Beatles song, I get by with help from my friends. That is what I hear when I tune into this. So whether that is spirit or actually people in the physical realm, I'm not sure yet, but let us ask Spirit now for the very best information for you, pile number 2, about March and the energies and what to expect in the month up ahead. The very best messages, guidance, information for pile number 2, please, Spirit. All right, so we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Beautiful. Okay, and let us also draw another card, please, Spirit. Thank you. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And let's pull one more, please, for pile number 2, Spirit. In alignment with our highest good for March. Path, art, temperance, self-sufficiency, boldness, and devotion. This rainbow, I love that. Okay, so pile number 2. Let's see. I am immediately drawn to her center and this sort of light about getting in alignment. I think there might be something that we're either seeing or not seeing. Let me see. Really drawn to these stars as well. Okay, so I think it's about actually seeing things from a higher perspective and staying in our own energetic bubble and balancing all aspects of our life. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw one more oracle card so I can be very clear on what the message is. And I feel called to the Archangel Michael deck. So let's do one more from Archangel Michael. Please, Spirit, so that I can give the very best messages to pile number 2 that would best serve them for March. Thank you. Your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you did not expect. Okay. Isn't that interesting too that she looks like she is praying in the temple? Okay. The bridge is going to be help from Spirit. So your prayers are being answered, help from friends. Okay. So perhaps this month, pile number 2, there's something that you need to really stay faithful towards and stay in alignment so that you are balanced and centered, because we have the Temperance card here, which is all about balance. This to me is very balanced. This is like above and below balanced. This feels like it might be an emotional something for some of you, like staying emotionally grounded and balanced. But then I also feel like for some, it's all about our truth and our hearts and our desires. And knowing that if last month or previously we had some hiccups in the plan, whatever plan that you have, I think March is going to bring a lot of enlightenment, perspective changes, for you to be able to make some shifts and then to move forwards with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or accomplish. If you're having a wobble or if you're having any sorts of fears, doubts, anxieties, any nervousness, know that Spirit is going to light the way for you to know how to move forward very clearly. The devotion just snagged me. So we have something that you are very, very much connected to, passionate about, and maybe you don't speak of it. Maybe you're very humble and you don't share how much this means to you, or people don't. I feel like there's something that maybe you keep to yourself within your center, and maybe you're somebody that literally keeps to yourself, and that's why Spirit's like sending you helping hands or giving you support in some way. I feel like you're being encouraged to flow this month, pile number 2, and keep your eye on the prize, but also allow things to flow, and don't be fixed on having things be a very particular way, because I feel like as you flow with emotions and with the day-to-day and the currents of life, you're going to be able to get to where you want to go faster than if you were trying to control or fix the path 1, 2, 3, or step 1, 2, 3. Let's draw some tarot cards for additional messages, guidance, information for you, pile number 2, in alignment with your highest good and what March is going to bring to you, what else Spirit wants you to know. Whoa! Okay, so we had too many, so I'm going to just put these back and we're going to try again because half the deck fell out. So what does that tell me? There's a lot of energy behind it, but then also it's like it felt a little bit chaotic and uncontrollable. So not that that's bad. I think that's where the flow element comes in, and it's like we can regroup and then we can reshuffle and then we can come back into our center. I think that experience was also a message in itself. So thank you, Spirit, for that information. I'm seeing these 3. And any other ones? I like these 2. Okay, perfect. 3 of Swords. Ace of Swords. 3 of Cups. Queen of Swords. And the Lovers. All right. Lots of swords here, which means that this is a very... Swords in the tarot are all about your mind and communication and just being very... It's the element of air in the mind. So 3 of our 5 cards here are swords. And we have this prominent Archangel Michael sword card. This makes me feel like, although it may be painful to have a change of Like, I feel like we're going to have to make some different choices that maybe we didn't anticipate making. And we have to be very mindful to be clear and direct in our decision making with these new ideas, new insights, new clarities, new direction. But when we do, we're going to bring happier, more harmonious, collaborative energies into our lives that are going to be celebrated, and we're really going to enjoy them. For some of you, I feel like having this clarity is going to also allow you to flow and to have some joy and freedom within your life. I do feel like you have a lot of different choices. We have the sword here, we have the world here, and then we have the golden apple and the staff. This to me is like passionate, golden opportunities. She's got she's holding on to her emotions. So it's like, do you pick with your head, your heart? But it's almost like you get it all. But she's discarding her emotions. I feel like it's important to be mindful and balanced, to not let your head or your heart dictate. I think it's important to have a blend of being mindful and not let our emotions get the best of us, staying grounded in the present moment, but then also knowing that by choosing to stay in alignment with your clear-headed thinking, having all of those energies line up is going to bring you the best choice that possible. And if you need support navigating this, because sometimes our emotions can cloud us from being able to think clearly. So if you need assistance with clearing emotions or getting clear insight and clear directions, you can always ask Spirit for this. And you know what I just heard too is rainbows always come after the rain. So if you have had a lot of sadness or just, experiences with loss, know that this month is going to bring the rainbows back into your life. Bring that, happy, like, it's always darkest before the dawn. We have seasons in life where we flow. And I think this is going to bring like some new thought patterns, it's like you're really clear and resolute on what you want. And by choosing that, that's what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. And there's going to be a lot more flow and stability. You're going to love it. And I also think you're putting yourself on a pedestal in a way that is healthy and good for you. Like, you're choosing to love yourself and you're being very clear about your choices. And your choices are now in alignment with love. And you're staying in alignment with your authenticity. And even if you've had some trials and some hiccups along the way, the bigger picture and the plan you're still on track with that. Like, that's never been discarded. Like, you're still in alignment with what you deeply desire and what you really want, what's going to bring you joy and happiness and fulfillment. Pile number 2. This was your reading for March. If you feel called to hit that like or share or subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you as a part of this beautiful sacred community of light. And if you feel called to leave a comment in the comment section below, I would love to hear from you. And I thank you so much for being here today. Sending you lots of love, pile number 2. Have a great day and have a very happy March. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You're drawn here to the card of the Warrior. Some very powerful energy, pile number 3. So we're asking Spirit today for guidance and information about the month of March and what to expect in the upcoming month. If you were at all drawn to pile number 2, there might be some information there for you as well, just with the rainbow synchronicity. There might also be some information for you for pile number 1, but if that does not resonate, you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, so tuning into this energy, I feel a sense of almost laser-like focus as I'm transforming through some denser energies. It's like I've overcome something. I'm wearing it's like I have very deep insights onto where I'm going and what I'm doing. And it's like allowing the past to be in the past as I shed and transform. I don't know if we know where we're going quite yet, but let us ask Spirit. Spirit, could you kindly share the very best information for pile number 3 on the upcoming energies of March and what to expect, and any messages or guidance that you have for them as well, please? Thank you. Okay, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, here's the shedding. That's exactly what we were feeling. I think the energy around the full moon, I'm not really sure when the full moon is in March, probably towards the end of the month. There's going to be some things bubble up, I think, for you around the full moon. Allow these energies to flow through you. You might get triggered by some stuff that has nothing to do with this lifetime. And if so, just become a witness to it, because you're surrendering to this perhaps karmic patterns or like family patterns, ties, something that has maybe kept you stuck. You're saying no more to this, which is beautiful. That's going to be the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Love that. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, could you kindly share information with pile number 3 that will best serve them for the month of March? Thank you. We have open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual and not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. I feel so much lighter when I tune into this card, because we have the gorgeous hummingbirds, which are so joyous and so light and so dynamic. Like, hummingbirds are perhaps the only bird that can fly forwards and backwards and hover in place and like travel thousands of miles across their journeys. I think from South America to North America during their like migratory periods for search of food. And I feel like that has something to do with your journey that you've been on. Like, it's been a long journey. Like, you've journeyed through the desert. And you have some serious gifts now. And like, look at your third eye, how shiny and how like glamorous that is. And diamonds are like one of the strongest, if not the strongest stone. So very strong gifts. Source energy flowing through you. I think part of the stuff that you're getting unbound from is going to help you open up more spiritually to your intuition, and then maybe also to some gifts that have been suppressed for some time. Beautiful. Okay. I also hear that you're going to be in full bloom. Love that. Spirit, could you kindly share? Thank you. That one just flew out. The Hierophant. Loyalty, kindness, and guidance. This makes me feel like, well, leadership definitely, but for whatever reason, I just felt Easter. Wow, and look at this. We have the purple that kind of connects to this card, and then we also have the yellow that connects to this card. Gorgeous. there's something about shining your inner light, okay, and seeking the higher perspective, higher timeline. So for a long time, whenever I would hear to like turn up your light, and I still do this from time to time because I'm a human being as well, I didn't understand like what that meant, and I just assumed that turning up your light just means like being seen, which it can be. But there's also this light inside of you that's connected to your soul and your spiritual gifts that you have the ability to turn up through love and through gratitude and through feelings that are positive. And there's always going to be aspects within ourselves that are not always feeling positive. But we can also take ourselves from this place where we feel very constricted through energies that do come up from us in our lifetimes, to allowing ourselves to sit in meditation and say, you know what, I'm going to take care of myself today, and I'm going to tune into my heart center, and I'm going to allow myself to just, whatever needs to come up or to be transmuted or whatever through my light, I'm going to honor that, and I'm going to sit with that and listen to my higher self, my joy, and be almost flexible. The Hierophant's not usually a flexible card, but with the hummingbird, it's almost like spiritual flexibility. And that makes me think of yoga. These kind of look like yoga poses. There's something eternal too, that you are being your eternal oneness. Let's draw one more card. Which deck, Spirit? Which deck needs to, we're going to do one more. Which one? Okay. We're going to draw one more. So could you kindly share the very best card for pile number 3? Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and Devotion. Priestess. Mystic Teacher. Look at that light from your heart center. Truth. So for some of you, you may be connecting to others who are here to teach you more about spirituality, or your guides, or your higher self, or you could in fact be someone who teaches. Maybe you've been on a spiritual journey for quite some time, and you're getting to the point where you're ready to share something that you've studied for a while, because now the student has become the teacher. Yeah. Whatever this is for you, pile number 3, I feel like this is something that's connected to destiny. This doesn't feel like it's a loop that you're going to continue anymore. This is something that, like, this is shifting gears and embodying a different frequency. That seems like it's something that you truly love, but it's also in alignment with your authenticity and your truth. What is up here? I thought for a moment that this was a spaceship. It's not. It's I'm not really sure what it is, but I for a brief moment saw a spaceship. So perhaps traveling to a different world, literally or figuratively. When we jump timelines and we shift our energies and we transmute some things that are stuck within either our physical body or our energetic field, it can almost feel like we're being transported into another world, even if nothing in our physical reality changes, although it probably will, because what we shift internally also changes on the external. But something feels like very otherworldly. So And that could have a connection to the past lives, but you could also be a channel that connects to higher beings of consciousness. You could have a connection to your galactic family for some of you. Very cool. But you're definitely releasing an old skin or an old coat that you used to wear. So let's ask now, Spirit, to kindly share with pile number 3 the very best information that will serve them and their highest good for the month of March. Any additional messages, guidance that you would like to share with pile number 3, please, Spirit. Okay. So we have the Star card. Let me censor this real quick. So for any of those individuals who do have a connection with the star beings, star races, galactic stuff, this could definitely be confirmation for you with the star. But then also look at how we have the rainbow here, light body. You're opening the box, you're getting out of the box. I love that. Okay, let's see what else. We have the Lovers card, 3 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I'm interesting. Okay, so I'm hearing the song I Don't Care, I Love It. I don't care, I love it. I feel like pile number 3, you're going after something that you've wanted for a long time. Maybe you've been afraid to open this box. Maybe you've been afraid to go after some of your hopes, wishes, dreams, desires because of a past pain, or because you've been like the fear that has kept you in place, whether it's because of a past experience in this lifetime or another. I feel like you're touching on things that now you don't care about. A perception, a way of being. I think you're detached from something because you see something from a higher perspective, and now you're ready to go after it with a lot of passion and a lot of enthusiasm. There's a lot of harmony, being very clear on what direction you're going in, and you love it. I mean, this is something that brings you a lot of joy. I think you've spent a lot of time reflecting on this, being really mindful, really listening to your heart and turning up your heart. It's light. And maybe this is just a lot of heart chakra healing work. I know a lot of people throughout history and past lives have been persecuted and hurt for their spiritual gifts, and I feel like there can be lifetimes of work that we do to be able to open up our third eye again and our hearts. And I feel like you're very much doing this, ready to make some choices that you love. Yeah, you're just going for it. I think also collaborating with others is going to be important. Collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles. Let's ask, I don't know why I feel called to ask about the collaboration, but I do. So let's just honor that. And Spirit, could you kindly share some more information for pile number 3 about this collaboration? What do they need to know about this collaboration in March? Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, the Hermit, okay. So when you are collaborating with others, perhaps in the past, or perhaps you've been hurt, be very mindful of who you collaborate with, who you share things with, you know, being okay surrendering to people, places, things that no longer serve you in your highest good. Because when we shine our light and we're very passionate and excited about the things that we do, there's always going to be people who, I don't want to say rain on our parade, but when we shine bright, sometimes we can cast a shadow, and our light that shines can shine in the shadows of others. And sometimes people don't always act very kind to those who have a very bright light. When we kind of talked about being persecuted for our gifts and things, and I don't like to talk about things that are not positive, but it is important to honor the things that we've experienced and recognize that they are part of the soul's journey, and we do learn a lot from them, even if they are painful and they leave scars. So I think by being illuminated from within, which is all about opening up to your heart and your higher self and your gifts, and making choices from this place of spirit, instead of from our past patterns, it's going to allow you to make some different wiser choices and move on. So like this guy has the option to be able to keep going this way, or he can snag this turn and go through this doorway. So I feel like if you go within and you pause and you do some really deep reflection before you leap into the unknown, or before you leap into battle, I think it's going to be really easy to look before you leap. Or that's the message. Look before you leap. Don't just jump into something and collaborate with, you have some choices, and the choices could continue a pattern, or you can choose from a higher perspective and you can break this cycle and be very discerning with who you work with. So I think you're going to get some opportunities this month, pile number 3, to allow yourself to begin after a journey, where you're almost closing a chapter and then starting a new one, and you have the choice to either pick a new way of being, or you can continue the loop. But Spirit's giving you the ability to close this cycle if you so choose. So the more you ask Spirit to help you with opening up to your intuitions, your joy, your lightness, that guidance that flows through you from within, that source energy that's always been there to help you to connect to and be a channel for your own higher consciousness and wisdom, I think then utilizing that information and guidance and choosing very making clear choices that will best serve you so that you don't fall into unconscious patterns is going to be how you are victorious this month with whatever it is that you want. That's how you see your rainbow, is by going to Spirit, to Spirit, and just asking for the sunshine, the rainbows, the things that will best serve you in your life, the joy, what feels good, what feels expansive, what feels like sunshine. Follow those kinds of energies instead of, and be open to, I think, outside of the box things as well, so that we're not replaying the same. This golden opportunity might look nice and shiny, but are you using discernment? Because you could have so much more. I think that's really what this is about. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else for pile number 3 that will best serve them and their highest good? Woo! Okay, thank you. These just flew out. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, We have the Death card. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Yes, okay. So I feel like you are absolutely given an opportunity that you'll very much love. It's going to bring you a lot of stability. It's going to bring you a lot of legacy, wealth. It's going to be something that you value, a lot of value. But it's going to also cause you, like, you're going to be, you don't have to do anything. But in order to see this happen, you're going to have to make some choices that perhaps you don't historically have always made, you know. I feel like we're between the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. And I do feel like this is an internal battle with the Nine of Swords. But I feel like this is, like, if you had any sort of like fears, anxieties, doubts, any kind of like, you know, noisy mind stuff that we can have that maybe causes you to put up some defenses or, you know, be very like, I don't feel like there's a dragon externally. I feel like the dragon is within. And that's why the more you go within and you seek the higher path and the higher perspective from this old loop, that's what's going to bring you the freedom and the stability, the emotional renewal that you are wanting, or that you're hoping to get or to transform. Within the family, it could be work family, it could be actual blood relatives, work. If I didn't say work family, I don't know if I did or not, but it can be like wherever your close environment is where you're looking for a transformation. That has to deal with your emotions and how that makes you make choices in the physical realm. This will be a great month for you, pile number 3. I'm excited for you to see what new opportunities Spirit brings forward, the gifts that you have, the enlightenment, the connection to different beings, star beings, races. It's very, very exciting. But pile number 3, this was your reading for the month of March. If you feel called to share your story with me in the description box or the comments below, I'd love to hear from you and hear what it is that you are working through this month. And if you feel called to hit that like, share, or subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to be a part of this beautiful community of light and of love. Have a great month, pile number 3, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. You're drawn here to the card of Eros. And today we are asking Spirit for messages, guidance, information for you during the month of March. So go ahead and draw some oracle cards. So Spirit, could you kindly share the very best cards for pile number 4 for the month of March in alignment with our highest good? Wow. Okay, thank you so much. And one more from this one, please, for pile number 4 for March. Okay. Okay. So we have the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. We have open your heart. No one's perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune, fortune, quest, and abundance. And regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Okay. Let's see. Pile number 4. So I think there's definitely something coming in for you this month that you're going to like a lot, like love. This is a card of desires and love. There's something about having to let something go, though. And I think that's the insights, the awareness of needing to go from one phase to the next, or, you know, going from one way of being, doing something to the next. It's been a journey, but you're going to have very clear insights Like you know something needs to change. Perhaps not really sure how to get there yet. But I do think that we're moving in the right direction. The more we can stay grounded in the present moment and open your heart center, I think the smoother sailing it will be. It's really easy, I think, sometimes when we get flooded with emotions and overwhelm, fear, not really knowing which is the best way to go, to turn up our defenses, to put boundaries and blocks around us. And I feel like the more open that you stay, connected to spirit, to your higher self, to your heart, the easier that things will flow and expand in abundance. This does feel like a lot of passion. It's on the middle of this ship here. There is maybe some, I don't want to say monkey business, but there's something about these people on this card that made me think about monkeys and being on a ship. And I'm not really sure where I've seen that before. But I would say, allow your soul awareness, your intuition, your heart to steer the ship and not your mind. Because I feel like your heart is going to lead you towards this abundant new beginning by being in tune with your intuition. You'll know what seeds to plant. You'll know the direction to go. You'll feel your way through it. But I think the mind might want to try to steer you off course. So I think this is just a confirmation of the more you stay heart-centered and you follow your heart and its guidance, the more you'll love the choices that you make. So let's ask Spirit now for pile number 4, additional messages and guidance for you for the month of March. Maybe about these choices, where we're going, what we're doing. All right, so we have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, lots of choices. Let me censor this card real quick. All righty. Okay, and we have the 10 of Wands. This has been a journey. So 6 of Pentacles. The 9 of Swords. The King of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. So pile number 4. I also think it's important for you this month to be very, when you know the right choice, to act on it and to know you're not alone in this transition. Act on it, maybe, I would say kind of swiftly, not kind of, act on it swiftly, because the Knight of Swords is very, very quick in making moves. But before you make choices, make sure you're very, very clear on the direction you want to go and in a very grounded place. And I feel like it's also very important when you're making these choices not to make choices that box you in, are very heavy, makes you put the burden more on you. Make sure that these are going to be balanced with giving and receiving. Like, you should not be harboring all of the work without getting paid for the work that you do. That's what I mean. Or, you know, you should not have to carry the burden of the responsibilities of something and then just like barely scrape by and not get paid for what you're like the services you're providing. So I feel like abundance is a big part of this pile number 4. And abundance could just be things that you truly love and desire. You know, going from a realm where things just don't feel very fertile and abundant and crossing that threshold into this like very lush place where we get a lot of our desires fulfilled, our heart's desires fulfilled. Yeah, look at this like ocean background, and then we have the ocean over here too. It has been a journey and a quest. But make sure that the choices that you make just really honor you and are fair to you and fair to everyone. And be quick when you decide, like, you know, when you know, you know. Anything else for pile number 4, Spirit? Anything else pile number 4 needs to know in alignment with their highest good about the month of March? Wow, we have the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So discernment, I think, for you, pile number 4 is going to be very, very important. With all of the swords coming out, it just makes me feel like be very honest with yourself, be very strategic with this transition, be very mindful of the lifestyle changes that you make. Again, once you know, don't be afraid to take action on it, but just be very intentional about how you transition from this heaviness to the new energy, because we don't want to take any of the burdens with us, any of the stress, any of the exhaustion, anything that's just not really, you know, we want to leave that in the past. We want to be able to go into the new future with an open heart and with a lot more clarity and just like lightness of being. So allow that joy and that new beginning to come forward, because it is coming forward for you, pile number 4. So any kind of like new ideas that come forward, maybe some clarity that you've had around these choices, maybe you didn't know before, I think all of that's coming. This ram makes me think of Aries season. Right now we are in Pisces, but Aries season comes at the end of March. So right now I'm recording this on like, I think the 4th, March 4th. Aries season starts maybe March 20th, March 22nd, somewhere in that ballpark area. So in the next couple of weeks, I would say this is when you can expect the initiation, the crossing over. So just be very mindful over the next couple of weeks. Be very discerning. Be very aware of your thoughts, new insights, new ideas, how to be able to balance different areas of your life, and then be open to moving forward, because it's going to be something you really, really do like a lot. Like you will love these desires, these choices. You'll love it. Keep moving. Yeah, keep moving. Alrighty, pile number 4. This was your reading for today. If you feel called to hit that like or subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you be a part of this beautiful community of light and of love. And if you feel like you would like to share in the comment section below, I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful month, pile number 4, and we will talk so soon. Bye-bye.